All right. So here, I'll put the screen on so you can see how hot I am. Okay. Whew. There we go. Checking my look in the mirror. There we go. Okay. Nothing grays here. Let me just touch on the solar eclipse thing a little bit. A lot of people, when I say a lot, I mean I got a lot of messages about the eclipse. Like, are you going out? You know, other researchers even, and please go out. And here I am. The eclipse just happened about an hour ago here, half hour. Nothing. There's just nothing going on. Hold on. But I'm also not really where I need to be yet. But see, my take on the eclipse, guys, is listen. This is all human makeup stuff, okay? This is watching too many movies, too many werewolves, stuff like that, okay? Nothing changes. How I know this, I don't know, but I almost know this factual, okay? You can have eclipse all day long. It doesn't matter. You try to Sasquatch. I do believe they are a people. They're not us, but they are a people. So whether it gets darker, you know, for a couple minutes during the day or not, it's meaningless, okay? They did nothing differently up there than they would have done every other day. So you guys have got to stop with this stuff. I mean, I'm talking to everyone in the Bigfoot community. Stop making this stuff up, you guys. This is blatantly a hangout, a perch. I like this. Look at the walking we're out of it. I love this area because it's unique. They do stuff so tribal here and so unique. And this is clearly a hangout. And it's going to be ugly because it's the first one. It's usually the first wallow, hangout, whatever you want to call it, is usually not the prettiest because I don't think they want it to look too blatant. Which is weird because you get up here and it's like you could prove to the entire world there's Bigfoot without even seeing one because it's that crazy. So yeah, please guys, these are werewolves. These guys don't even know when it's meaningless to them. Okay, nothing happened during the eclipse. Oh my goodness, nothing. I promise. All right, let me get up there. These insides in here, the little people sections over there. You know, I was saying little people, and people are getting pictures of little things. Here's one thing I notice, because I see these a lot in the Bigfoot world, and no matter what, when I come through, I usually go like this. Like, you figure like a Bigfoot at some point would have just stepped on that out of boredom walking by. And never have I seen, there's something stepped there, but not a Bigfoot, I don't think. Have I seen a footprint in one of those old dirt piles? I don't know why. They deliberately avoid them if they're going by. One thing about I gotta go up there. Look at that walk, you guys. How am I gonna get up there? Whew. All right, onward. Trail up. That happened today. See, that looks like Bigfoot to me, because it looks like a person, but in like an excess. But I don't think so, because this is right on a game trail, and I don't think that they. Another one, an older one, probably the same one. He pooped within feet of himself on different occasions, I'm guessing. The Bigfoots bury it. You guys have dug up poop now so many times. On their perches, like next to their perch, or sometimes even on the perch, but buried. It's like they're not allowed to leave the perch. So as they have to go potty, they just do it right there, it seems like. I don't know. I remember why, because I love this place so much. But I remember why I don't come here every day. It's so brutal. And it's hot here. I think it's only 70, but it feels like it's 90 because I'm walking up in the sun. And they are so amazing here. You know, again, we're just starting with like the basics. 2 big ones in the air. All kinds of trampling where I am, where my feet are. Been seeing this too much. I mean, me and those guys this weekend. Whoa, sorry, I am just really dying today. I'm feeling good though. Like, I pushed up that hill faster than probably I've ever pushed up a hill before, and I'm not even that out of breath. So I'm starting to get in some pretty good shape here after this crazy summer. And by the way, he goes, we haven't even started this summer yet. I'm not going to keep going out and showing you this stuff. I mean, I will, but it's going to be something new, something insane, because I'm done with this. I'm going to visit, always come back and visit, see the changes are made, see what's going on. But, you know, I don't want to bore you. I really don't. I want to do this for, you know, the next 20 years if I can. And every video, I want to be better. You know, like, I'm not talking about with me, I'm talking about just like what I'm showing you. I mean, how could I be any better? I mean, I'm the bet. No, I'm kidding. I'm so self-conscious, you guys. So that's why, like those live feeds, that big long one I did, I never watched it, because if I watched that live feed for an hour and a half, I would never do it again. Because they'd be like, well, you're such an idiot. What are you talking about? You know, so. Okay, here's this wallow. This is an interesting wallow. I mean, this is the first, not the first one, but the first real one, like highly active. And I think it's changed. Let's see. We find all kinds of stuff on the ground here, and perches and stuff, you know, boxed. Look at this. The path that comes in here. Nico, Randy, I know you both remember this. Did I bring you to this one, Nico? This is the one, I think I did. I know Randy was here. The paths that go through here are unbelievable. This is why I love this place. They're so incredibly obvious. That's their path, you guys. That's not a game trail. So far. Now, I'm not really to a real area yet. I don't know if they were here and moved out or what, but so far I'm going to go with the eclipse means nothing, okay, as far as Bigfoot goes. Now, you know, if you're a werewolf hunter, then, you know, maybe you'll have some luck. But Bigfoot, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter whether there's a hurricane, an eclipse, the end of the world, they'll still be doing exactly what they're doing right here every day, no matter what. So let's stop applying things that happen in our life, you know, like an eclipse, okay? No one else cares about an eclipse except the humans, okay? We're the only ones that care. The animals don't care. No one cares. I think we make up half of it. Like, the ocean did this, the ocean did that. I mean, whatever. The moon went in front of the sun for a couple minutes. I don't want to hear about it. Now, is it pretty and everything? Yeah, it's great. I'm not trying to knock an eclipse. Just stop including Bigfoot in one. He has nothing to do with it, and he doesn't care. That's my opinion. I'm pretty sure I'm right. They just don't care about that stuff. Maybe they went, you know, noticed it, and that was it. I doubt they even cared. I doubt one of them even pointed it out to the other. But you never know. Like, I'm sure they were aware of it, but I don't think they care. All right, give me a minute. All right, made it to the TeePee. You guys wouldn't believe this path that goes, it's all flat. That's the amazing thing. Look, there's way better examples back there, but it's the whole thing is, the grass is matted and flat. It's big feet go from that last perch I just showed you to here all the time. Here it is. I mean, all the time. And it's all flat. So I want to see, like, is there activity around the TeePee, or has the grass just grown? Has anything changed? You know, are those leaners? They have all those sticks leaning up. This thing's amazing to me. Why is it here? Is it a symbol? I'm not seeing a little bit, just a little bit of walking. A little burnt out in the middle. I don't know why it should be burnt here though, because it's getting plenty of sun. Huh. Yeah, this thing blows my mind. It does have walking out, but not like this, you know, where if they were coming in from Mars every day, you know, there'd be more around that. Okay, let's check this area. Let's check this area. See, when Nico was here, I kind of lost it on my video when I came back and saw that TeePee and saw this, because when they were here, that TeePee didn't exist. This is just the beginning of the year, guys. I have it all on video, okay? You don't have to believe me. Just go watch it yourself. And I think is it the compass video with Nico? I can't remember the name. And none of this. All of that was laying on the ground. All of it. I've been seeing so many of these lately. I feel like that one's not as big as it used to be, or I've been just looking at bigger ones lately. So here we are, Eclipse. I'm not getting any attention. So you know what? I'm not going to cop out though. I'm going to go up here. Remember Randy? I think actually Nico and Randy, both times we ended up resting in the same spot. And you know what I'm talking about, where all the leaners are? I wonder if those leaners are still there. All right, give me a minute. I know I've never filmed this before. This is unbelievable. You could walk right by this, in a sense. Even me, like I'm looking at other stuff and not really realize how insane this really is. Look at your end. They don't care here. I mean, first of all, just look at the whole thing. Look at this. You know, this stuff I'll always show you. If I see something that I'm just like, what the hell? I'm showing it to you. You know, I don't care. Bummer. You know, they clearly lean those sticks up for a reason over there. And they have yet to touch them. And they're clearly here with fresh activity. I could see it all over the place coming up here. And I'm seeing changes here as well. See the sticks? They're all still there. I was really hoping that those were messed with, because that would have been really good. Because I've had many people right there. It's amazing how many people I've actually had here. Dan, Callie, Jen, Nico, Randy, Nico's son. I've all been here. Which is a lot for a place I really don't come to that often. All right, over now. Are those tomatoes? I mean, I don't know. I don't eat that kind of, like, I eat pizza sauce, but how could there be tomato? What is that? I think it's a tomato plant. Right on Bigfoot structures. How is that possible? Right? Tomato plants don't grow wild, do they? I don't know what's going on. It looks like a mini tomato. It can't be. Let's see if this area's changed any. Man, I gotta tell you, the activity on the ground, the way they walk here is just like nowhere else. They don't care. Let's see if we got anything new. From here on, I won't even notice much unless it's crazy blatant. But I'll notice this, because these I've never seen anything like this, and I still haven't. I've seen them on the ground, kind of, but not like this. First of all, you got your stars. You got your X's, pens. The walking in between is simply amazing. This is where I was told, I am day. If you want that, come back at night, because I was asking for interaction. And that was the first time I've ever been talked to, in my own words, by the way, in my head. And that happened a couple miles up that way. All right, let's check this out. What is up with this? See, like, whether this is new, these long ones, like this might be, I don't know. But nothing like too obvious new. I don't know, was that X there before? Randy, you guys will have to help me out. I don't think that X was there. I think they made that X, I'm not kidding. But I don't know, I'll have to look at the videos and the pictures. Looks like there's a little less with the babies too. So it could be a little messing around here. I just don't know for sure. It's like a jungle gym there. That might look a little different as well. All right, give me a minute. Here's something I find fascinating, right? Sorry, I did that twice because I wasn't sure if the camera was on. That's not an X, by the way. It does look like one, and it may mean the same thing, but when they're more than like 5-10 feet apart, I'm like, eh. But anyway, here's one thing I don't get, okay? I see it over and over and over, and it's always their stuff, right? I'm just gonna go with this 1 liter, so ignore that kind of looks like an X there, even that looks like a really good one. I'm talking about this one here. Look at the overworkage. Now, first of all, I'm on an extremely, this is an extreme slope right here, okay? I think you can tell. Look at the overworkage, just to lean that uphill. You see that? Like that's not, I mean, I think anyone in the world will agree that that was from beyond, that thing falling uphill and getting stuck up there, and it's a trident. I just noticed, I can't even tell, let me see. Yeah, it's got at least a double, I think a double end on it, yeah. There's a trident. It's a fork. So the two, either 2 or 3, the 3 are the most, the rare ones, but they use them, they love them. That means a lot to them. But why did it take him so many times to get it to where he wanted it? You know, and in Bigfoot universe, you'll see that constantly. Where that's, you know, I think those where the theories of autism come in, because, you know, this thing had to be perfect, you know, and he knew it was, you know, I don't know, I just don't understand how long he must have stood there to get that stick the way he wanted it. So yeah, a little weird, but no, it's not. You know, this is the kind of thing I see all the time. Overwork, you know, it wasn't just one scrape down from it falling, or I don't know how that perfectly straight stick without any branch or anything fell up. And then it literally fell up like, I don't know, maybe a few hundred times. So pretty cool. This place is just crazy. You guys see, you know, it's, even though this is the most, you know, the most unique structure, X structure I've ever seen in my life. Because look, that's the end. And that's an end up there. They both go in, make a perfect X. And they both come out of the ground from right there, and the same on the other side. That is, to me, is just a mind blower. It really is a mind blower. I want to go up, you know, but it's like, this is the one place they told me to come back if I want to see them at night, not, or I want to talk to them or whatever, not during the day. So it's like, do I just defy? I mean, I guess I could see structures, but, you know, if I'm almost assured by him himself, one of these guys themselves, that they're not going to talk to me here during the daytime. That happened to me, by the way. It really did. And so why go up there? You know, it's a brutalist walk. Nico did it, Randy did it, but man, they'll tell you, it was kind of brutal. Especially if you haven't been out in a mountain. And so those guys are amazing. I mean, they both came out, you know, probably neither one of them had walked up a mountain like this, and who knows if they ever even have in their lives. And just boom, right up the mountain. It was crazy. But both those guys did so good, or all 3 of them. It's so good. All right, I'm just in awe over this. Over and out. just thought of something funny. Okay, so you see how beautiful these are, right? I mean, these are, you guys, I already told them when I was walking off camera, I'm like, you guys are special. Like, I already know it. There's something about you guys here that, you know, makes you guys important. How do I know? Just by looking right at that. And just how blatant the tridents everywhere in structures. Man. So I was thinking something funny. I'm like, you know, because I show that and I can see, you know, that looks, you know, that's so blatant. It looks like a person did it, right? It's so crazy. And even and you had the little ones. Remember I filmed this? There's like little ones there where the baby did it. I'm telling you, mommy, daddy's probably doing that. And then the little baby did it. Anyway, there was probably a farmer nearby. That's what I heard, or something like that. That's what they said when I first did that video. One person. Everyone else is like, that's insane. And so think about what you're saying. So if you're the farmer guy, right? Think about it. Just came to me that second while I was shooting on that structure behind me. All right. So a farmer did that right there, right? You can't acknowledge that anything else in the world possibly leaned those there, right? With all of this here. So the farmer did this. And then what's the other excuse? The hurricane did this. Okay, so there was a hurricane here that we've never had in 600 years. And a farmer, for some reason, walked a few miles into the woods and did that. So you realize how you're the one that looks silly, not us. You get it? You know what I mean? Like, so saying Bigfoot isn't really that embarrassing compared to saying a farmer did that in a hurricane. I mean, you look, something wrong with you. You know, you're just not meant to even be thinking about the subject. I'm serious. Some people shouldn't even be looking into this because it's, for some reason, it wasn't meant to be. You could have a Bigfoot shake their hand and they still, for some reason, it doesn't comprehend. Like, there's just, I don't know, some people aren't meant for this, is what I'm trying to say. Look at that X. Look at that hurricane did to that X. So I was just laughing, like thinking, like, these people think they're so smart, you know? Like, oh, that's just, and you don't think that people, us believers, don't think that too? Like, we've already thought that through there, buddy. You know what I mean? We're way ahead of you. We're not idiots. I'm talking about all the people that believe in Sasquatch. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think we've given that a thought too? Like, maybe that was a person. We've been through that, been there, done that. So we know what this is, okay? This isn't first grade Sasquatch structures. This is something better. I'm going off today, aren't I? I'm so in a good mood. I think I'm a little bit, I don't know, frustrated myself that I'm not going to go all the way up this hill. I just want to be up there, but I don't have a lot of time. I mean, I have, as long as I got back by. And when I have no time limit, I just mean, like, I got to allow for dark and all that. And that takes a long time. I actually want to go to this place all the way up there, and then halfway over you can cut over to, we call it Nico's Wallow. That's what I named it. And that's how I remember it. I still remember that name, so that's how I name it. And because Nico found it, kind of. And in there, it's really good. And I'm willing to bet in there has changed a lot because it's just so secluded. Like, I'm willing to buy someone's walked through here somehow, some way, but I don't even think here. But there, no, there's no way over there. And I'd love to go up there today, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna check another spot over here. Let's look at this trident before I click off. Or actually, here, do this. I'll start a new one. Let me get a picture. Over now. You know why they did that, right? I know why. You know, here's for once, I know why they did it. I don't know what it means, but I see this all the time, right? And there's an X behind it, of course, elevated off the ground. The X is not touching the ground. It's amazing, right? I'll tell you why they did those three. That's why. It's not even a trident. It's like a quadrant or whatever 5 or 6 is. I mean, look at that. Look at that. They saw that thing and they were like, we're using that because they love those tridents. That's why they pushed it down, because of that, because they saw that and they love it. If it's like this, or even more. That's crazy. I'm not going to call it a quadrant. Don't worry, I don't even know if that's a word. I think it is a word, actually. Quadrant. No more made-up Bigfoot terms, unless it's really good. What's going on there? Look at this trail. You can tell it's not game. You can just tell it's not game trail. Did they make it a trident? I mean, what's going on there? How'd that get so damaged up there? You know, if it just got pushed over, how are all those broken like that? Did they make it like that? I don't know, man. These guys are a mystery to me. I'll tell you. The paths that go up that hill are just a mind blower. It's just, they don't care here. They walk in the same path. I gotta put some trail cams on those paths. Especially the one that goes down to the first, like, lookout area. It's packed down flat on the ground. The whole entire trail for like 300 yards is just this flat, matted down. So even like when you see weeds on it, these weeds are in the dirt like this, just completely flat. I think if I put a trail cam over there, like, I mean, I don't know. It seems like they only come up that path, where I don't see that normally. All right, give me a minute. All right, I can't get down. I just can't penetrate over here. It's impossible. This is a slope. You can't really tell because the trees are growing straight, of course, but it's like a straight down slope, and the ground is just below the tops of these trees up there, so I cannot get in there. I tried. So I'm using my eyepiece. I have an eyepiece for this thing, and it's pretty cool. So let's get a couple spots. I haven't done this in like a real serious panning, in a while, and this is with this camera. I'm seeing a couple interesting. It should be pretty, nevertheless, right? If this fly would just get away from me. My goodness. All right, let me be quiet here. I got a couple noises behind me as well. Look how unique that looks. I'm holding my camera, so bear with me. That is 45 times. Is that woods that does that? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that unique. See, to me, it's 300 times. If you can touch the camera, it wiggles. To me, see, when you see that kind of abnormality, like whatever that is, maybe it's a rock face, on this side, I don't know. It's still unique, and I'll bet you there's structures in those woods right there. I'll bet you anything. Look how unique that is. See that you have the pine forest in the middle, and then I'm not seeing anything, but I mean, I don't know. I just think that spot is amazing. And if all else fails, you got up here. Get away from me. I'm gonna have like real flies landing on me. I can't stand the flies. I didn't put any off on. Okay, so let's try to be quiet here, Mark. I think you can hear the flies. I had the best spot, right, to pan, and I'm getting dive bombed by these flies. No mosquitoes, but they're like literally attacking me. Oh man, I made it impossible. I have no off. Okay, so let's just get in here for 1 second. Using my eyepiece. That's 84 times. 140. You can see the heat out there. It's an interesting little pile of rocks in the middle of the mountains. So of course that's where I'm gonna look. Everything else looks like the same, so you're gonna zoom in there first. 72 times. It was 180 I went up to. Until you get to 180, it's really blurry. There's this whole like rock face back there. I don't think I can zoom through. I was just checking it out. It's almost impossible to get there from here. I mean, I should be seeing like, you know, a mountain goat or, you know, an elk over here. Nothing. There's millions of them up here. Where are they all? Like, that's a field that you would think there'd have to be like a deer in that at all times, right? Like a little forest, you got the field. And then I can see there's nothing. Isn't that beautiful field, like in the middle of the mountains? Cool, bye. So I'm just heading out of here. I was did some panning up there. I walked around to a bunch of different structures that I wasn't sure I've seen before, if stuff had been added to it. But I mean, that's amazing right there. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, actually. Just those sticks leaning there. It is just incredible that they did that. And the one thing I can't remember is seeing these 3 totem poles. There's one there, and there's one right there, and there's one right there. I can't remember seeing them, and they're all surrounding this area with incredible structures. I mean, this is like, I tell you, you could walk anyone right in there, anybody, and you believe in Bigfoot. It's crazy. Over now. That's actually pretty neat, because these weren't here. These have never been here. I'm telling you, this is right at the beginning. Look, Randy, Nico, beginning of the New World. You walk right out of that beautiful area, and you start going up the hill, and it gets kind of yucky, right, for a minute. These were not here last time. This has all been done. And look, it was done right across the trail. So here's the trail, right? And the trail still leads right up. Everything's jumping off. Look how flat it is here. There's no way those are elk going over that. There's no way. They go around it. This is biped coming over here. That makes sense. Bipedal something or other. I don't think it's people. There's no way. This is a daily walkage here. And this might not be that exciting to show you, but it's exciting for me because this is crazy new activity, like on a daily basis here. Look at this. It's like a person, you know, like people, it would be like 100 people a day would have to make this. I don't get it. But those 3, I'm telling you, we did not walk over those ever. I've been through there 5 times, 6 times down here. Actually, I did a couple investigations down here because I couldn't get up there in snow, and I didn't know where I was going. I was looking for what's up there. And I'm surprised I pushed up, actually, again, because of what I see down here, which isn't much except this crazy trail and what turns into a gorgeous forest, except for this amazing structure down here, which I'm not going to show you because I already found it. There's this amazing structure in the corner. Look at this. Look at the grass, how it chewed up. I mean, this is active trail. It goes that way. It goes this way. Footprints. Oh, that's been kicked over though. That almost looks like a hoof. Look at this. I have seen that. All right, you guys, over now. Not a game trail, not a game trail. Not a game trail. Not a game trail. I just wrote a new song, it's called Not a Game Trail. It's flat as can be. I should have filmed the other one coming in. I filmed the top of it. Because I was just like, that's enough. I gotta put this on camera. This just matted down stuff from that crazy first lookout all the way to the TeePee looks like this, but it's just flattened down everything. Completely flattened into the ground. Just look at this path that leads up to all their stuff. Complete with edging. I'm telling you, they do landscaping. I'm not kidding. What the heck is going on there? I cannot tell what's going on there, and I'm standing right in front of it. I have no idea. But I know whatever did it walks down this path. Man, game trails are easy on hills like this because I'm going down a really steep hill. And they dig like crazy. There is not one hoof mark here. No game poop, nothing. You know, if this was actively used by them, you'd see it. And this leads down to this, I call it the entrance to another world. It's down here. You know, I'm doing it backwards. Usually I come in this way, go out that way. I came in the way I usually go out, and I'm going out the way I came in. TeePee type stuff in there. You know, but down here, it's like Smell Hill. They use all this old, you know, wood, and I made the mistake of starting, you know, calling it demonic because it's not demonic. It just looks like it's a witch or something. It looks witchy, you know, like out of a story or something. They don't use those gorgeous, you know, open areas to build these incredible structures with green, you know, green grass growing under it, and they're in these weird places that aren't very attractive, where trees just die for some reason. I'm surprised they didn't use those. I'm not sure why I'm still running this. I kind of am because I don't know what's going on here. I mean, you can see how recent this is. Like, this is a daily thing here. I got definitely a new looking blind here. Like I said, you know, everything's, see the leaners coming out. Everything's weird down here. So is it those guys back there? I don't know. I don't think it is. But they're obviously connected with them in some way. Because it goes right, this path goes to their world. So maybe it is them. I don't know. Lose my mind. See this? See in there all the extra leaners? I'm not going to go crazy over it. Inside kind of like blinds in there. And I don't think it's for a game because I have not seen one piece of evidence of game. Everything's flat. Tridents on the ground. Old ones, you know, that's all old and weird. See, look. Locked in up top. Leaner, real old. But I don't know if that means they did it yesterday or, you know, just picked up an old stick, or they actually did it 10 years ago. But this path is unbelievable. All right, let me get through. Over now. I might click in the entrance to the new world. I call it the entrance to another world, and it's down there.